All right, guys. So one of the questions I get asked the most is, what do all of the status effects do? If you guys don't know, there's a ton of units with different status effects. So take, for example, we got Super Robot 12 with the fear effect. We got other units like MASH with the slow effect, etc. So I'm going to be going over all of the status effects so you guys know what they do, and it's going to help you tell which units you should bring, etc. So let's go hop on to the wiki. I want to give a big shout out to all my wiki team members. All right, they are absolute legends and cooked up this amazing wiki for us. So big shout out to all of them. All right, so we're going to go over and take a look at all the status effects. There are a bunch of status effects. So let's go over with the first one. So we got Flames. So Flames deals 2.7x of the unit's damage in 4 ticks over 4 seconds. Now you may be like, only 2.7x. Well, guess what, guys? That stacks with traits like Avatar. So if we take a look, guys, Avatar increases that by 4x. So now it's doing like almost over 10x the damage. So you can multiply Suguna's damage by 10, which is actually crazy. All right, so this is Flames. So 2.7x, all right, in 4 ticks over 4 seconds. So that is pretty good. So next up, guys, we have Black Flames. Now, Black Flames is even better with 14.25x, but it's over 20 ticks over 10 seconds. So Black Flames is better than Flames for sure. And the only unit that I know of right now is Itachi. So now, unfortunately, Itachi isn't that great. Also, shout out to the devs. They got this working. So this looks really good. So 39,000 damage plus 105,000 flame damage. All right, unfortunately, isn't too crazy. But if you stack a good trait, then it's starting to pop off. All right, so next up, guys, we got Freeze. So Freeze stops the enemies in place for 4 seconds. So Stun does not stack with Freeze, so other things do stun. Now, currently, there's only 2 Freeze units in the game. All right, Rukia used to be meta. Now, she's very easy to get, but the problem with her is she does almost no damage. However, if you want to get Ice Ice Baby, he does a lot more damage. Okay, I clicked the wrong one. Oh, man, I think this one has the wrong link to it, unfortunately. But he does a lot more damage, so very good. Next up, we got Electrified. So Electrified only deals 2x of the damage, but remember, right there, guys, get Avatar on at 4x, you'll be popping. All right, as well as Stun for 0.5 ticks over 5 seconds with a 9-second cooldown. All right, now there's actually 3 units with it right now. We have Lightning Swordsman, Drip Nami Evolution, and Cursed Child. So obviously, Cursed Child is the best out of these. And I believe there's also another unit that has it. And that, I want to say, is Akano. But I guess the wiki needs updated a little bit. So if you guys want to update the wiki, feel free to. But Akano does have lightning as well. I don't know where she is in my inventory, but I do have her. What's her name? Yeah, Lightning Queen. All right, I think she personally is the best, but she is pretty much unobtainable now until she gets added back in the game again. So let's do this real quick. Here we go. Bang, and yes, perfect. So next up, we got just straight up Stun. So this is the Stun icon right here. It's kind of hard to see, so I'm gonna zoom in. It's this one right here. So this one stuns for 2.5 seconds and does not stack with Freeze. So unfortunately, Stun is basically just Freeze but worse. So maybe you don't want to bring these units unless you really, really want to. All right, next up we have Cripple. So Cripple decreases enemy speed by 10x, and a bunch of units have Cripple. So like even Wish Dragon has Evo is Cripple, so very worth it. Guitar Hero and Gone Adult. These are all great units to have. 10% and it stacks, so you can really slow down those enemies. It also increases the enemies, the damage enemies take by 15%. So this is definitely one of the better status effects in the game. All right, next up, guys, we got Slow. So Slow reduces the enemy speed by 33 for 10 seconds. So if you stack these two together, that's almost a 50% slow, and then you throw the stun on it, you're gonna have a really, really OP unit. All right, even Bowback has it. So if you guys, hopefully you got the Bowback code. I don't know if, oh, he's unobtainable now, but maybe the Bowback code will come later. And even Anti-Magician has it, which is really OP. Next up, we have Dismantled. So Dismantled is 4.7 over 6, as well as slowing the enemies. So definitely you want to get Cursed King Evo. He is currently the only unit with Dismantled, making him 100% meta. All right, next up, guys, we have Bleed. So Bleed really sucks. 2.5x damage over 8 ticks. It's very weak, but it's not that great, unfortunately. and it only lasts for 6 seconds. So these are all the units with bleed. I don't know why Lightning Swordsman's still on there. I think this is a little bit issued right now. I think this wiki needs fixed a little bit, but it's all good. And lastly, we got Fear. So Fear stuns enemies, though the stun isn't working right now, but this apparently is working and increases the damage taken by 10%. So if you stack this along with Cripple, that's 25% extra damage that the enemies are taking. So I recommend bringing one of each basically, except for stun. Just skip those. If you stack Electrified, Cripple, and Slow together, and Cripple, it's gonna be insane. So that's what you're gonna want to do, guys, if you want to get on the leaderboards whenever those get added to the game. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Comment down below if you have any questions on the status effects or any suggestions for new ones. Peace.